Hi, Dr. Frank Liberti here. In this presentation, you'll hear from plaintiff attorneys of what is being done to prevent unfair, unrealistic, lowball settlements in spite of unfair claims tactics. The insurance industry, with the help of hired consultants, has developed a nationwide computerized approach to claim handling. They refer to this as business processing improvement and core claim process redesign, with an end result of being able to ratchet down the average case settlement value by 2/3. The National Association of Insurance Commissioners found unfair claims practices embedded within the software and cited inconsistencies in claim management, oversight of insurance company software, and tuning the software nationwide to dial down claim value. This has been cited an unfair practice labeled tuning bias. Built into the core of their unfair, unrealistic, low-ball software claims handling processes are decision points. These are the insurance company's well-guarded secrets divided into categories comprised of medical, administrative, legal, and economic value drivers that the insurance companies use to determine how to value injuries and make settlement offers. These decision points are assigned actual dollar values that are based on each insurer's own rate and formula. Here's the bad news. The insurance industry has gone to great lengths to keep these decision points to themselves, disguising themselves as fair while their policies take money from the insured and make it difficult for attorneys to know what to include in claims to prevent lowball evaluations. In fact, this system is so workable for the industry that they've been resisting a 2004 Superior Court order to release these decision points to the public. The Consumer Federation of America released a report that stated injured consumers get less than what they pay for and less than what they should receive under their policies. It's not uncommon to receive lowball settlements, but not having access to the specific decision points, attorneys are losing up to 80% of claim values, and payments to injured parties are less than what they should be under their policies. But this is changing for many attorneys, and we'll reveal how. To hear what your peers are saying, please review the testimonials on this webpage. So, what can you do? It's exciting, really, as we proudly announce successful completion of our 2-year beta test pre-release edition that gave the program a real-world test, and we're now releasing the commercial version of Liberator 2 Demand Producer with an attorney agreement for free software use on a limited basis during its professional release period. You can now access the critical decision point information and combine your case facts with relevant medical and legal research content all in one interactive tool to bring resolution to the problems of getting a fair settlement valuation for all concerned. Well, here's the problem to overcome. We're literally up against the insurance company's sophisticated procedural intelligence code system comprised of 67,000 procedural intelligence codes. These codes are further comprised of value drivers, and they convert into injury severity points, and they translate into a dollar settlement value. Since there's a tremendous complexity and time-consuming nature required to incorporate the 14,357 value drivers, 27,125 severity drivers, 33 liability drivers, 15 additional increase multipliers, 26,350 standard multipliers, along with the point to dollar translation percentage multipliers, this is what makes your chances of missing something relevant pretty high. In a review of numerous demand letters, we found on average that 80% of the decision points are missing, and that demands miss 4/5 of the decision points. We find that most demand letters only contain 1/5 of the decision points needed. You can use our point checklist on this website to compare this to your current demands. Now you can use our system to identify any missing decision points in your documentation and formulate the inclusion of the 40 most important decision points in each manual, because missing decision points equal missing settlement demand. We've created the Demand Producer system to automatically locate and include the decision points in the demand letter in the correct terminology, format, and sequence to interface with the insurance company's settlement software. And the Liberator 2 Demand Producer system is a real time saver. where you might spend a half day up to 3 days researching and writing a demand letter. With the help of Liberator 2 Demand Producer System, staff can complete it in an hour or so. Our purpose for you to be effective to level the playing field, prevent unfair settlements, eliminate varying opinions, establish preponderance, and win the greater weight of the evidence challenges to help injured parties receive a fair settlement. This is gratifying to say the least. I heard from one attorney using Demand Producer who had a zero settlement offer on 3 separate personal injury cases. Then, after using the Demand Producer system, he submitted 3 new demands incorporated previously missing decision points. Within 14 days, the 3 cases settled out of court for $55,000, $92,000, and $86,000 respectively. So here's a step-by-step approach for you, associates and staff, that now makes it possible to prevent unfair, unrealistic, lowball settlements, to maximize settlements up to 5 times, to save 75% of the time it takes to prepare a demand package, to have an error-proof system to draft a perfect demand letter, inclusive of all the applicable decision points and value drivers, to overcome litigation obstacles and liability hurdles, to establish preponderance of evidence, to win greater weight challenges, to meet the evidentiary burdens of proof, to establish that soft tissue injuries meet serious injury thresholds, and to enhance income in the existing personal injury components of your practice and increase physician referrals and enhance physician relationships. Any size firm can incorporate the Liberator 2 Demand Producer Advantage system into their practice. Why formulate another demand without reviewing this system? There is no monthly licensing fee to those who agree to accept our friendly month-to-month agreement. This is fully explained, and you can access the agreement by selecting the Attorney Agreement for Free Software Use button. Hi, I'm Dr. Frank Liberti. I remember a quote I heard when I was in college. It said, if you want to get rich, find out what people want and give it to them. But if you want to get wealthy, find out their problems and fix them. I also learned, in order for you to have everything that you want in your life, all you have to do is help enough other people get what they want. So, to fix nagging litigation obstacles, to eliminate varying opinions, to establish preponderance, and to win the greater weight of the evidence challenges, use the court-approved process of independent medical validation. When you're faced with unfair, unrealistic, lowball settlements, or you have challenges about injury types, when injuries are not obvious to the naked eye, when the clinical findings are unclear, when physicians cannot differentiate one type of injury or one type of impairment from another, or when there's no vehicular damage and adjusters claim there's no resultant injury, or when there have been prior accidents or pre-existing conditions, this is where having access to a quality, independent medical process validation is a key element to ensure the medical and legal bases are met for medical and administrative principles to establish the preponderance and win the greater weight of the evidence challenges in evidentiary burdens of proof to meet court-approved methods. That's what we've designed the Liberator 2 Demand Producer System to accomplish for you. So the Liberator 2 Demand Producer System, used successfully by attorneys nationwide, is available to you to use in formulating decision point demand letters with supporting documentation in the correct language, format, and sequence so it interfaces with the insurance company software to prevent unfair settlements, to eliminate varying opinions, to win the greater weight of the evidence challenges, and to save you time. So don't submit another demand before you review our user agreement. You can access the agreement by selecting the button on our webpage below to subscribe to view Attorney Agreement for Free Software Use. It can be used for free, so why not learn more and get started before you submit another demand. After you review and accept the agreement, we'll download the cloud-based Liberator 2 Demand Producer System software along with a very user-friendly, simple startup guide. You can start today to prevent unfair settlements, to save 2/3 the time to formulate a demand documentation, to increase settlement values, to take advantage of utilizing a high-quality, independent, third-party medical validation when challenges arise, to establish the preponderance and win the greater weight of the evidence challenges. This time-saving tool to counter unfair claims practices brings sanity to the process of settlement valuations. It's simple. Just click on the button to subscribe to view Attorney Agreement for Free Software Use. If you agree with the terms, we'll set you up promptly. The startup tutorial video has been perfected to clearly explain to you and your staff all the details, and it can be viewed whenever it's convenient for you. In fact, we're so confident that you'll realize the same or even more value as did your peers in our 2-year introductory beta testing period that we're offering a free user agreement to build our next group of subscribers to our newly released edition on a limited basis. You can easily try it, and you can stop using it at any time. There's no obligation. You can't lose. However, the limited offer will not extend beyond our introductory period. So click on the button to subscribe to a View attorney agreement for free software use and get started. Take the power of unfair claims tactics away from the insurance companies, and don't formulate another demand without this tool. I'm Dr. Liberti. Thank you for watching.